out of stock and they finally came into stock, and please don't judge me, but I bought 4 pairs. Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is a haul and it is from Mango, as you probably saw from the title. I go through phases with Mango where I don't really find anything pulling me in, making me actually want to buy it, and then I go back a few weeks later and I want everything basically. So right now they have a lot of down-to-earth kind of summery pieces that I really liked, something a little bit different for my wardrobe, and they also have some trendy designer inspired pieces, so they have a good selection right now. I did get a few dresses, some other bits and pieces, and I got some amazing shoes that I have been wanting these for so long. They are so good, and they are probably one of the best things I have bought all year. They are super cool and I'm so excited to share them with you. So I'm going to go straight into the haul with this dress. But before we get started, please go down and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It really helps me out. And if you want to see more videos like this, I post hauls and lookbooks and fashion related videos every week. So if you're interested in seeing those videos, click the subscribe button and join the family. I'm going to start with what I'm wearing right now. This dress I got from Mango. So it has this ruffle at the top here and then one further down, and it's just it's beautiful. It feels very girly, and it has, I think they described it on the website as openwork detail. So I would assume that is like this upper fabric right here. It has this underskirt thing that is pretty much see-through, but when they're layered together, it's not see-through. And I think this detailing, the openwork detailing as they call it on the website, makes the dress look a bit more expensive than it really is. It's made of cotton, so it's very comfortable to have on. It's stretchy in the waist, so again, comfortable. And I think it's just going to be like a really nice dress for summer. It's obviously light and it feels a little bit rustic, a little bit laid back, but still really girly and pretty and not too casual. So I really feel like this fits kind of us petite girls very well. I couldn't see anywhere that it was made for that, like part of a petite collection. I couldn't see that. Just keep that in mind. Also, if you're taller, I sadly think the waistband might kind of creep up on your bust. I don't think that's going to look amazing. That's just me personally. I got a size small, which is usually my size, but the top is definitely not too big. I feel like the waist could be smaller, but the top here it doesn't have the same kind of stretch that the waist does, and right now I kind of feel like I wish it did. The hole for the arm isn't like huge, so keep that in mind. Again, if you're larger in the chest, I really don't think this is the dress for you, just because it's gonna like squish everything. On me it works, but this is definitely for us flat girls. Yeah. I kind of feel like I want to belt this one. Just one second. I think this looks really cute. I love that the waist is a little bit more defined. It still looks very girly, and I think it would look so good with some wedges. I think this would also look really cool with like a leather jacket to really contrast with the texture here. So I definitely think this one is really beautiful and great for the summer season. Alright, so this next item is another dress. It is this sand colored wrap dress, or I'm pretty positive that it was described as a wrap dress on the website, but it's actually a mock wrap dress. So I'm trying to do this without flashing you. This seam right here, it's like stitched down, so it just looks like a wrap dress. It doesn't actually open. And then it has this drawstring belt, so it looks like a real wrap dress. I really like wrap dresses for summer. They're so easy and comfortable to take on. They're great for the beach, but this is not it, so I'm gonna stop crying about that and talk about this dress. So I did get an extra small in this dress, and I could have more. Like, I have a little bit extra room up top, whereas the other dress was a bit tighter. So I just think the sizing is like a little bit inconsistent. Just keep that in mind. I still think this is a really pretty dress. I really like that it's very flattering. I tend to think that thinner materials like this, especially in a lighter color, can tend to emphasize like bumps or lumps or my stomach, and I feel like this one is just skimming over all of it. So I feel like it's a very feminine, beautiful dress for summer that is very flattering and comfortable. I tend to go for items that maybe are a little bit more structured, but I'm loving this minimal vibe that is just like feminine and dainty and really pretty and It's not trying to do too much. It has these puff sleeves, which are still really on trend. Anyways, that's all for this dress. I'm going to move on to some other pieces. So we're moving in a totally different direction than the other more summery feminine dresses, and onto this olive green two-piece set. And I feel like this might be a little bit more tempting to buy in full, but it came out now. I saw it now. I didn't want to wait until it sold out and then I would regret it, you know, so I just bought it now. You can buy this separately, like just the shirt or just a pair of trousers. I just bought them both. I'm gonna start talking about the top first. So obviously, as you can see, it has buttons all the way down, and it has buttons on the sleeves, it has pleats on the sleeves, and it also has a pleat in the back. And all of that really adds to this being a very oversized shirt. It is very flowy. I did get this in a size extra small. I don't feel like it's so large that I'm drowning in it, but it's definitely oversized. It has this really nice color. Both of these pieces are made of viscose, so it's very comfortable. Obviously, it's not made for like mid-July kind of weather, but it's very breathable and nice to have on. It also has these really big pockets in the front that I intend to do absolutely nothing with. Again, this whole ensemble doesn't look amazing right now because these trousers, like this top, really should be tucked into something, I feel. Otherwise it can look really boxy. So I almost don't get why they didn't just make it this cropped. But anyways, I'm going to tuck it into the trousers. So hopefully you can see that that looks a little bit better and a little less like pajamas. I really feel like this whole look feels like a boiler suit kind of when it's tucked into these trousers. Let's talk about these trousers because they are really cool. First off though, I got the trousers in a size small, the top in a size extra small. That's how I tend to do it for Mango. I find that the tops are a bit smaller than the trousers, or I am just a bit wider in the bottom. That is probably more true, let's be real. But these are still like, they are not too wide in the waist. Just keep that in mind. They are perfect in the hips and the legs. They're really wide, just super comfortable again. Just the waist is not too loose. Let's put it that seems nice. I like the wording of that. Maybe I could have gone for a medium, but I don't want it too like loose in the waist either. So I think it's fine. So for these trousers, it has two pockets in the front. It has some pockets like down the leg, both sides. And then it also has these flaps in the back, so it's meant to look like pockets. I really love the closure of these. So it has two buttons right here. I'm gonna like just show you what it actually looks like. This flap right here isn't closed with a button here, and instead it has two buttons along through this belt loop here. I think it looks really cool, a bit more unique. I love the look of this whole thing. It's just it's oversized and flowy and very cool. Obviously you can just buy one of them and wear it with something else. I think wearing the trousers with even just like a white tank top is gonna look so cool because they are just such a statement on their own. Again, I can't get over how comfortable these are. I feel like if I don't tuck the top into something, it's just going to look a little bit too boxy because it goes all the way down to like my hip bones. It's obviously very this utilitarian style. Just keep in mind that if you're a lot taller than me, then these are going to look cropped on you. Okay, so this next item is this knit bralette kind of top right here. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not like in love with it. And I think the main reason is just that it's quite thin. I have a bra on underneath now, not because it's see-through, but the other problem where it will show like every single little bump because it's just very thin. And I got this in a size small, and I think it only comes in a size small and a medium, and I probably could have done with it being a little bit smaller. It feels a little bit loose. So I don't hate this top. I think the color is really pretty. The cut is really nice. And I get that it's wool, so it's a bit higher quality. I just maybe feel like it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. Like looking at it now in the mirror, I do think it looks cute, but I think most of that might be the trousers. I guess I'm just a little bit underwhelmed with it. I love so many of the other pieces. So I think it's totally okay, but nothing like that special. Before I forget, I want to show you the accessories I got. So first of all, I have this handbag right here that you have seen throughout this entire haul, and I actually saw some of my Instagram friends wear this and it looked so good on them. If you've seen some of my other hauls this year, you will know that I am kind of on a kick of the trendy Bottega Veneta designer, but their items are thousands of dollars, so I look for dupes. And this bag is definitely inspired by their very trendy sort of braided design, and I think this is a nice take on it. It's a little bit its own thing, but it's also very much inspired by the designer. So if you want to have your own piece of this trend for very little money, this is the bag. This is not real leather, which will be reflected in the price, and this is super cute. I can fit my phone in here, my wallet, some sunglasses, a lip balm, and that's it, because it's not super large, but it will fit your essentials. So I'll show you. It's lined with this light fabric in here, maybe you can see, yeah. And it also has this strap. You can't take it off, it's not adjustable, but it is really cute. I think the knots make it look a little bit more like someone paid a little bit more attention to it. Things just tend to look more expensive when they have more details, or more tacky. More expensive or more tacky, one or the other. That's what I have found. You can't take it off, but you can sort of like put it into the bag if you just want to wear it like a clutch. I think it's a nice length as well, so I'll show you what it looks like on me. It's also very comfortable to have on. It lays very flat. It's very soft, even though it's not real leather. It's very soft, and especially wearing it crossbody, it lays really comfortably to the body. I think the length of this strap is really good as well. It sits just right at the hip. It's not in the way. Very comfortable. Moving on to the shoes. Please don't judge me, but I bought 4 pairs. These shoes are the reason I bought anything in this haul. I had been stalking the website for these for the longest time, and they were out of stock for so long. So when they finally came back into stock, I just had to buy them, and I was so worried about them going out of stock that I bought them in a size 36 and a 37, and I also bought them in white and black because I couldn't decide. So reserve your judgment. These are the shoes, and aren't these just the cutest things ever? They're obviously heeled mules, and they are inspired by the same designer as the handbag, the Bottega Veneta designer. They have shoes very similar to this, and they are again very expensive. So I'll link everything below so you can just see if they're in stock. If they're in stock, I would say just grab them, because they have tended to sell out kind of fast. They have a very sensible heel height. I find them very comfortable to walk in. This strap right here, they are obviously mules, as you can see. So the strap right here is fairly like tight. It is full leather though, so it's going to stretch to your feet, but if you have very high arches or a very wide foot, it might not fit you. I have sort of slightly wide feet, but it still fit me. I am like, nothing is going to stop me from wearing these in and making them fit my feet. Considering that they are leather, they will mold to your feet. Also, let's just talk about the size. 36 is my normal size, and I did order them in 36, but because I have had experiences with Mango shoes being kind of on the smaller side, I did also get them in a size 37. So I have the 37 here and the 36 here, and as you can see, they are like, there really isn't that much difference. I was worried that these were too tight in the smaller size above the, like over the foot. So I ordered the size up to see if they would fit better and like stay better on my feet, but I kind of felt like the opposite was true, that they were a little more slipping off. I do tend to rather go size down in mules, just because I don't want them to loose. It's just so uncomfortable and stressful trying to keep them on my feet. At least that's what I feel. So for me, my actual size was true to size, but maybe if you have very wide feet, you may want to size up. You know your feet better than I do. So here they are in black. I think they look super chic and really cool in black as well. I think they are a little bit more unique and striking in white, but white obviously gets more dirty. black looks good for longer, and I just really couldn't decide, so I figured I would order both before they went out of stock, and then I would just decide when I got them, and now I kind of want them both, so joke's on me, I guess. Again, just the same shoe. They are so comfortable because they are leather, and I really just want to wear these in, so they are going to fit like really well around here. They are kind of snug. They are very cushiony though, like they're not hard. They're very nice and comfortable on the feet, even though they are a little bit tight. So yeah, I would say they're so cool. I would say just like try them and see. So I'll insert some shots of me actually wearing the shoes because you guys have requested that, saying you want to see what they look like on. And I know that some people hate seeing feet, but here they are. You are warned. There are pictures or footage of feet coming up. Do not blame me if that traumatizes you. So there you go, now you can see what they look like on actual human feet. I find them very comfortable to walk in, but they're obviously not walking shoes. They're comfortable for being high heels and mules. That's all I think is necessary to say about that. So if you can't tell, I'm just very excited about these shoes. Let me know if you have any questions about them, because I can't think of anything else to say other than definitely check them out, and I hope they're still in stock. Alright, moving on to a piece that I seem to buy in every single haul. I'm not sure I've ever done a haul without buying a blazer. So it's this one right here. It's very soft and it has a little bit of stretch. I think the sleeve length is really good on me as well. Usually that can be a little bit long, but it feels really good on me. It doesn't feel like it's too overpowering. And I'm going to do a close-up as well so you can see it has these just really beautiful buttons. I love this detail. I feel like in this haul I have so many items that just have like the most amazing attention to detail. So obviously, as you can see, it's not super like fitted in the waist. I don't know if you can see it in camera, but it has like double layered of fabric. I tried it on earlier and I could see that it just had a slight hint of like it was a little bit whiter where it was double layered on the inside. Just this white fabric here, and then you have the lining, so the white fabric just made it look a little bit whiter here. It is really beautiful. Just keep in mind it's not super structured. It doesn't have like, it has slight padding in the shoulders, but it's not like a very structured blazer. It's a little bit more flowy, still really beautiful, and again the buttons are just one of my favorite features about this one. So I'm gonna show you the last item and change out of this. Again, I just have to say these trousers are so nice. I love them so much. They feel like such high quality. I think they feel like the most high quality out of everything in this haul. Maybe apart from the shoes. I do really love the shoes. Right, so this is the final item of this haul. This dotted black and beige dress. I am not like loving the neckline of this. It is quite high. And I just feel like there's a lot of fabric up top because the sleeves are very puffy as well, but the sleeves are elasticated. So what I do is I just slide them down, and I feel like that makes it into a totally different dress. For me, that makes the dress pretty and a little more feminine, and I don't feel like I'm being drowned in this dress. Like all you see is the dress. Cutting it off here makes it feel like you can see the person before you see the dress. Sort of lower in the back, and then you just have this tie, so you can kind of customize how tight you want it and the shoulders, which is really useful when you want it worn like this. Other than that, this dress is obviously very flowy and very long. It is sort of gathered in these ruffles, so one here and then one further down. So it's kind of wider here, but this seam right here is not that wide. Keep that in mind. It looks like a very wide dress, like it could fit lots of different sizes, but this is not elasticated. Just keep that in mind. It also has this tie waist belt. So it's definitely a summer kind of piece. Also, it's super long. Great if you're tall, but I will have to take off like at least a big chunk like this at the bottom. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you want to see how I style all the items that I buy in these hauls, you can click on this video right here and see a lookbook of 10 different outfit style with stuff I bought recently. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!